Hey guys, this is Will of TyBL and welcome back to my channel. The year 2020 has been the most prosperous year when it comes to the releases of BL series from some countries around the world. Just a couple of years back and this kind of shows is close to being non-existent, but the society is changing and time has been so fast and 2021 is almost here. In this video, we are going to talk about the new upcoming BL series from GMMTV for their 2021 lineup. This event was held last Thursday on Union Hall and there we have seen their accomplishments for the year 2020 and their upcoming new series for 2021. It's great that we are going to see more BLs for next year and I just hope that it will be with much more quality in it. Anyway, if you live in a different country and some BL series are not available to yours, you can use ExpressVPN to watch those restricted series. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount and 3 months free if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. It's been over a year since GMMTV announced the trailer of A Tale of Thousand Stars, but 2020 is almost done and we have not seen the very first episode of the said series. Well, that is because of the pandemic that affected their schedule and also due to some changes that they needed to do for the show. A Tale of Thousand Stars is one of my most anticipated BL for this year and also will be for next year. I already made 2 videos on the snippet for this BL and if you want to watch that, you can find it on the description box below. Anyway, here's the synopsis. A volunteer teacher dies in a tragic accident, in which her heart is transplanted to Tian. Through a series of diary entries, Tian learns about her life, her secrets and interests, including her promise to military officer Pooper about counting 1,000 stars with him. Tian then decides to follow in her footsteps and complete her dream. With Tian a new volunteer teacher, he attempts to befriend Pooper, yet Pooper gives off a cold exterior. Slowly the two grow close, but Tian's heart beats fast around the military officer as he starts to fall for him, much like its previous owner did. But with the area being war-ridden and dangerous, can they keep their 1,000-star promise? The filming of the said series was already done on the last week of November, so it might start airing on January or right after the ending of Ton and Chonlati. The first BL series that GMMTV announced on their event last week was Fish Upon the Sky. This BL is based on the novel that Jyoti Rain wrote 5 years ago with the same title. She is the same author who wrote the novel version of Theory of Love and Together the series, which are both successful and 2 of the most favorites among the BLs. Most casts in this show are fresh faces and the trailer actually looks good, to be honest, but nothing extraordinary. If you have read the novel version of the said series, the author wrote that she has changed some details into it and will release a new version because there were moments that it's no longer suitable in today's standards and society. If you haven't watched the trailer yet, then here's the synopsis. P has a crush on one of the hottest students from Allied Health Sciences department, but since he was not confident enough on his looks, he was helpless, until Duan and his friends helped him for a makeover to boost his confidence. When he already has the guts to approach his crush, it's also the entrance of his rival, Mork. P tried to surpass Mork in everything to get the attention of Nan, but he was not lucky enough to beat him. But everything changed when he felt a different emotion on his rival that will make it more complicated. Fish Upon the Sky will star Pond and Puin, which were also the casts in The Gifted Graduation. Neo was the on-screen partner for BL of Puin before in MIT, so it's quite refreshing to see him with a new actor. The second BL series that GMMTV announced on their event last Thursday was Enchante. Among all the BL series that they have announced during their event, this was the only trailer that I got confused because of the casts when I first watched it. Most probably because most of them were all new and it was the first time I saw them, but all of them are all good looking. It is also good that we can see again the 2 Fluke in a BL series. If you want to know more about this BL, here's the synopsis. After living in France, Theo comes back to Thailand to study in his father's school. Living in Thailand once again made his surroundings new, but he did make a friend, Ak. Theo found a book in the library that welcomes him, but the writer is Enchante, which means nice to meet you in France. Theo became curious about this Enchante guy and told Ak about it. Ak shortly revealed it, and 4 guys claims that they are that Enchante fellow. Will Theo successfully guess who is legit among the 4 guys who claims to be Enchante? When I rewatch the trailer of this again, I'm actually excited to see this BL. It has a lot of potential although it's a university story again. The visuals of the casts are on top and I can feel that all of them have amazing chemistry. The novel version of this was actually wrote by the same author of My Gear and Your Gown. I already read some clues about who really Enchante is and I think it will blow our minds once this airs. The third BL series that GMMTV announced for 2021 was Bad Buddy. Since the day it was revealed, it became the hot topic of every BL fan and one of the most anticipated BLs for 2021. Bad Buddy is the very first BL of Nanon and he is already partnered with Ohm. We already know how great these 2 actors are and seeing them in a romance relationship makes me super excited. The chemistry of Ohm and Nanon is immaculate. It's one of the best I have seen in every BL lineup. I already read on how the story will go from the beginning until how the story will end and all I can say is that, get ready for all the drama and angst towards the ending. They made the perfect choice for the main casts. Anyway, here's the synopsis if you haven't watched the trailer yet. The families of Pat and Pran are having a feud for so many generations and even in the present time. Pat and Pran are the leaders of their respective departments and are always in competition. The parents of both taught them to hate each other no matter what and should always come out on top. But Pat and Pran are different. How could the 2 defy their own family for their own feelings? I will look forward for this series next year and I hope that we won't be waiting for too long just like what happened with A Tale of Thousand Stars. I want to add this in this lineup because everybody is getting excited to see Singto and Lee in a BL, but to burst your bubble, based on those who have watched the original adaptation and read the manga, this isn't a BL. It just happened that one of the characters is gay. Anyway, I will still watch this anyways because I don't want to miss to see a flirty Singto. Anyway, here's the synopsis. Poon is the handsome owner of a popular bakery and the son of a billionaire. One of the reasons for his success is Weir, nicknamed the god of pastry. It's due to his skills that women from all over keep visiting his store, even if Weir isn't very interested. Krathing works under Weir as an apprentice and general store employee. Lastly, there is also Pooh. He is Poon's personal bodyguard and works as a waiter, but he's not very good at it. Still, everyone has their secrets. What will the reporter, Jamie, uncover when she digs deeper into their mysteries? Why do these children keep disappearing from this shop? Who did it? If you also want to watch the original adaptation from manga, you can search Antique Bakery to have some knowledge on this show. The last BL series that was announced during the event was Not Me. I was actually stunned that OffGun will have another BL next year because they just got a special episode for Theory of Love this year. But I'm super happy and excited to see a different OffGun from their usual one. It's the most interesting BL for me for 2021. Although the trailer they have shown to us was not the actual trailer, I can already see how it is on a different league compared to their other series. Here's the synopsis. When his twin Black is viciously attacked and subsequently left hospitalized in unconsciousness, White is unable to endure the harm done to his brother in silence. Knowing from his brother's mouth that it was one of Black's closest friends who betrayed him, White disguises himself as Black to root out the traitor. Was it Sean who's so calm, serious and hard to read, cheerful and friendly Grim? Or might it have been hot-blooded Yok who likes to fight? I almost cried out when the song Break Me started to play in the background. I can feel that this will be different. A story of love, friends, survival, and betrayal. The trailers that we have seen during the event won't be the actual trailer for the series, just like what they have done for the past couple of years. This is only the list of BLs coming for next year under GMMTV, and there are also other producers in the industry. Before the year ends, I'm going to do a detailed video regarding every upcoming BLs for 2021. I just hope that 2021 will be a better year not only in BL but also to the whole world. Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.